Views expressed here are not supported by and do not reflect those of the Evening Rush Network. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Can you hear us?
Hey, welcome to the Chris and Nina Real Estate Podcast. I am Chris.
Hi, I'm Nina. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving holiday. How was your holiday? Did you celebrate Thanksgiving?
Of course I do. What do you mean? Thanksgiving, one of my favorite holidays. I love it. Get together.
What did you eat? What did you?
So I actually went away a little bit.
Oh.
Tiny weekend. We went away without the kids for the first time. Yeah, because they're older now, so everyone have their own plans. So I said, why don't we just take off a little bit? And nobody knew. Yeah, nobody knows away. But it was so beautiful. I love Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is such a togetherness, like such a get together with the family. I feel it even more than the Christmas and the Hanukkah and all the other holidays, because that's when you get together to shop for things that you need together for the home, for the business that you're running. You want to get the opinion of the other. So you're more together than to.
So is it like a traditional Thanksgiving dish that you have every year that you guys eat?
Don't you know I'm not a huge kitchen dude?
Oh, but you eat.
Yeah, I do. But I don't really cook a lot.
Like rice ball soup or something?
No, I cook only in the weekend.
No, not for you to cook. I mean, just the dish that is presented for things.
I mean, overall, I'm not a big eater, but the little that I like is actually, I don't have preference. I love everything between the meat and, cheese, any type of food. I have no problem with it, as long as it's not an extreme.
Because I've been to your house. Your husband can throw down. Like, we were talking recipes. So I know he cooked some things. Like, we had some steak one time over there. It was
so not really cooks. He likes the barbecue. He puts a lot of meat on top of that.
No, he cooks. He cooks. He does more than meat. Trust me. I've seen he does.
He does.
But
he's
an expert with the meat, right?
Yeah, for sure. Thankfully so.
Yeah, exactly. That weekend getaway, right? Anyway, so I was upstate with my sister. Had a good Thanksgiving. I went to the bakery on Bergen. Oh my God. He had the sweet potato pie. It was so delicious. It was, my sister made a pie. I brought that pie. And we were fighting because I was trying to leave with the rest of the pie. It was so delicious. She put her foot in it.
Wow.
Yeah. And she had these like cookies that was just like it melts in your mouth. I forgot the name. It's some new wave cookies. And I was just like, it tasted like they baked it with the milk already added in it. Like,
wow.
Yeah, it was really good.
She's good. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah, she's yeah. So I told her I can't keep coming to that shop, man. It's too
Why? Crazy. Once in a while, it's okay.
Yeah, but it's just I want to eat everything when I'm there. I'm like, good God.
Yeah, no, she's good. Good for you. Well done. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was.
What's the name of the bakery? Let's
get the bakery on Bergen.
The bakery on Bergen.
Yes. Yeah. Shout out.
Right around the corner.
Yes,
right around the corner from.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's off of Washington Avenue in Bergen.
Have you gone shopping after?
Oh, I started my. As the kids get older, shopping gets more expensive, man.
Ooh, tell me that.
Yeah, they want big kid stuff, right? And we're not even talking clothes. Like they want, like my son wants a steering wheel and like all this gaming stuff, and yeah, it's like almost $1,000. Like, I'm like, golly, man. I'm like, well, at least it's not a real car.
Wait, I'm getting
you there. Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're already negotiating, but we told them you get all hundreds, you get a car. If it's less and it's around 80s, you get Ubers. If it's
you get an Uber
80s
card.
and down, it's the bus.
Yeah, I'm like, but never mind the chores, right? Not the work. They just want the gifts and they want the playtime and everything. I'm like, yeah, what about these chores, right?
But you know what? Those kids who see us working so hard, I feel like they learn how to be so independent. And that just gives them that rush of them wanting to do their own thing. And believe it or not, them seeing us work so hard with or without money, they appreciate it, I feel like.
Yes.
About you too?
Yes, indeed. Hey, guys, don't forget, we're going to be on 9 a.m. on the Even Rush Network and Radio on fleetradio.com. Don't forget to check us out on there as well.
Yes.
Also, we need you to like and subscribe to the podcast. If you get a moment, please do that.
Okay. Yes.
So
back to the shopping. Yes, it's very expensive. And when I tell you there are coupons everywhere nowadays and people don't know that.
Yeah.
If you're looking for coupons, simply Google it. Simply Google it and you can find so many things. On top of all the sales, you can get a bunch of things that are worth it through those apps.
And you know, it's interesting. A lot of people shop online more than ever. Like mail, like packages is the business now. You see everywhere you go, if you don't see a Amazon truck, a UPS truck, a FedEx truck, at least like 5 times a day, you're not living in New York. I don't care where you are, Long Island, Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island. You're seeing a delivery truck on your block a few times a day.
They don't even close the door. You see how they don't close they drive with their doors open.
And then now if I was to take pictures on every block, you see a sign that says, hey, doors open, just leave the package in. Because unfortunately, you have to watch out for people stealing packages. So a lot of people leave the door open in some houses where you can put the package inside. So it's that time of year. Time flies. This is like what, our third holiday together?
Yes, third one too. Second holiday.
No, it's our third. The first one. Well, no, you're right. The first holiday you were wooing me, so I went to the big dinner you had.
No.
Yeah, she took us to the steakhouse and we had the big banner. She put me in her calendar. I wasn't even here. I was like, wow, I guess I'm gonna be here. I should bring that. I don't know. I gotta find that calendar. I don't know what he's talking about. You don't remember the holiday calendar? The first year that I met you, that I came to the company,
That it wasn't the first one you were at.
No, the first one you invited me, but didn't send me the address, so I didn't make it. Then the next year you really invited me. Then I came.
You couldn't make it.
No, your first time, you was like, yo, we do this holiday breakfast. You should come. We have pancakes and la 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 la. And next thing you know, crickets. They didn't get nothing. No pancakes.
I did notify you. No,
that was the first year. Then the second year, she sent me a real invitation. And it was a real event in a steakhouse in the city. And you don't even remember, right?
No, I do remember. Of course, it was a big thing.
Yeah, and then she had us all take a picture with this banner. And she put me in her holiday calendar. I wasn't even an agent or anything with that at that point. I was in the wooing stage.
But we go out a lot.
Yes.
We go out a lot. And actually, the next door, we're not going to mention names, but the next door to where we go out a lot is for sale at 150 million. It just came up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's another hotel. Yeah.
Wow.
Another hotel. Even more money, with less to offer, with more money.
Wow.
But it's okay. We brought that full offer once. We can bring it
again. Yes, we'll make it happen. God willing.
Yes, for sure.
Speaking of which, if you're interested in buying or selling or being a real estate agent, please contact Fibro Realty, 855-305-DEAL. Give us a call.
Yes.
And let us know what your needs are. We'll make it happen for you.
Wow. In the past 2 weeks alone, no joke, 20 new agents.
Yeah.
We didn't accept.
She's even cheating on me, guys. She got another Chris. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling Chris. Which Chris? I'm like, oh, sugar.
Yeah.
I'm not special no more.
No, I didn't say which Chris. Don't believe him. No, we're growing. Thankfully, we're growing.
Yes,
we need more help. We're maneuvering place to place and, working together. Dream.
So, question: have you ever been in a house that was renovated or that was looked beautiful from the outside, but was a disaster?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I have a story. Check this video out.
What the hell?
Yeah, the house was built like brand new construction home. And I was having a conversation with someone I work with, and we were talking about this. And I said, if you cannot be there for step-by-step play when these houses are built or renovated, these contractors will take shortcuts. They will charge you for material that costs a lot of money, and then take most of your money and put cheap stuff that you can't see because they'll paint over it, or they'll put it together real sloppy, and then you have your kids falling from the sky just like that. Right. I bought a house 9 years ago where I live now. My daughter was born. We brought her home. We put her in her bassinet one night, and next thing you know, we heard boom. And thank God her crib was in a corner, but the whole ceiling in the center of her room fell. And it was a renovated house that I bought. Then not only that, that was one problem that happened. That was like that might have been matter of fact, it's the anniversary. It was around the holidays. Because my wife's cousin bought me socks for Christmas. I didn't. Anyway, so it's something you never forget. Like, who buys you tube socks for Christmas? But anyway, so we had pipes that were not capped, and one day came home to a flood in our basement, and we had to break through the walls and cap the pipes because they sealed the pipes. They sealed up. They put new pipes, but they didn't cap them. And so, and we like I said, it was a nightmare in the first 3-4 years of the ceiling falling, of just cracks happening. And this was a renovated home.
Whoa.
Immaculately looking. So you can't, and you can hire, you got to do an engineer report, but if you're not living in it, and if you didn't see what they were doing, it's just one of those.
But that's why you have plans and permits. Whenever you buy a renovated house, you ask, who did the work? When was the work done? Public records would show, are there permits? Are there not? If there are they closed? Were there inspections completed, sign-offs that were signed, and so on and so forth? So that shows you that the city inspected and insured. And
one of the red flags that I knew, how sometimes people say things and your spider sense goes off. Well, the homeowner that or the guy that sold us the property was like, oh, I got sick. He was fighting cancer, so he wasn't there when they were renovating the home. And that did leave a taste in my mouth, but we liked the home, so we went with it. I never forgot that. I said, man, we should have got more money at the table for incidentals or for whatever, because he wasn't present. He said so. People will tell you have to listen to the words people use when you're buying anything, because people will let you know what the truth is if you listen for it and you ask the proper questions as well.
But to have such a piece of the ceiling fall out of nowhere,
the whole only thing was the ceiling fan was there. It's just all the plaster, the holes, everything just came down. And I just thank God that my daughter, who was like maybe 2 months, very she was a baby.
Wow.
Now she's a little bit older, so
a little.
I kind of think, did she get hit by something? Because sometimes I went anyway. But that's one side. But then there's the other side. Play the next video.
Client did not want the tub to be the feature, so I dropped it into the floor. This undermount spa tub sits flush to the floor, safely out of the walkway when entering the primary bathroom. It drops down about 2 feet into the floor and is surrounded by round pebble tile with stacked tile up the wall. It's framed with matching limestone like the recessed pieces at the sink. The controls for the spa and the heated back face the operable window.
Wow.
That is breathtaking. I take showers, right? But if I had that tub, I'll be big. I'll have my rubber ducky, some, I have some bubbles. I'll just be getting it in, right? What about you? Did you like that?
Gorgeous. Yeah, it's such a good idea to put. I've also seen living rooms inside, the floors. You know how he put the tub inside? So I've seen living rooms like that where they put it.
Mhm.
They put it down. So you, of course, you take it from somewhere. If you insert the area inside the ground, then underneath, that's where you steal it from. You have to compromise. Listen, everything is in proportion. So if you go a little bit further down, then you steal from the bottom ceiling.
Yeah.
But as for the finishes, all those, I guess it's not marble looking. It's like seashells finishes.
Right.
Very nice work. No, they've
Yeah,
done such a great job.
I'll be taking 5-hour baths. I'll put a flat screen up in that joint.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
But I have a beautiful bathroom too. One day I'll show you.
Yeah. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised. Your house is wonderful.
Thanks. I designed it myself. And it looks wow. Not
It's
that
funny.
I ever use it so much.
The first year that she moved in, she was hosting events like all the time. And then one day she just shut it all down, like, yo, you're not coming here ever again. I think I had to drop off some paperwork one day.
Not true. You'll come one day.
She was like, wait outside.
God willing.
Wait outside.
No, we moved not too long ago and I didn't have so many furniture. So it's not fun to invite people and they don't have where to sit. What are they going to sit around the island? And what about the rest of the people? Where are they going to sit on the island?
You know what's crazy? That's what I love about your house. I would just sit on the island. Like I don't, it's funny. Like I find myself spending hours in kitchens. Like that's the
kitchens.
Yeah. Like I don't sit in people's dining rooms, living rooms. It's like all the adults stay.
Even couches we just got not too long ago. We didn't have a couch.
No, you had to bring it back. Remember, you was like, and then you was trying to sell the old couch. You was like,
yeah, I sold it at the end. Really nice couch, but didn't match the house.
Yeah, I was like, well, why did you buy
it? Where did I get it from? I got it as a good deal.
And that's why you got it?
Yeah. So it's really nice. It's the bubbly ones. You know the bubble ones? The new ones that recently came out like a few years ago?
No.
Like a bunch of bubbles.
Oh, okay.
It's not like this, like flat. It's a couch that it's full of bubbles. I forgot what it's called.
When you were growing up, did you grow up with couches that had plastic on it?
Wait, we can't hear you. Come closer.
I said, when you were growing up, did you grow up with couches that had plastic on it?
My grandma used to have it on. Oh. We never used to go to her, but yeah, she always had it on. She was always afraid we were gonna dirty it. Speaking of couches, my mom is one of the first ones who brought white leather couches, mind you, with tiny kids. We used to jump from one to another. She was ready to kill us. But what's the point to put a plastic thing over it?
Exactly. But even tables, I'll be like, man, like people be protecting stuff for no reason.
Yeah. So, what did I want to say? Now, I'm not going to lie. I also have light couches. But when they draw on it, I eat my heart out. Like 2 days ago, he spilled, I don't know why. He just felt like spilling honey all over the chair, all over one of the couches. I'm like, why would he do that? I find myself at 8:00 in the morning, cleaning honey off of it. But whatever it is.
You know what? As a homeowner and buying furniture, one of the most annoying things is really buying nice things with kids. I don't care who you are. They're going to F your stuff. They don't give a damn.
They don't.
They don't. You gotta wait till they're like 11 or 12 or somewhere older. And I'll be sitting there, I'll be looking at my wife like, we paid how much for this? Why? Why? We just should have bought some cheaps. Like they're just gonna mess it up.
You know what it is? We're also a different generation. So now when we buy stuff, we want nice things and we don't think about, the little kids, God bless them. So we just rather deal with the consequences than to not buy something we like. But thankfully we're appreciating, and we're gonna clean it if need be.
See,
And
I would just rather have a special room for adults only, where you gotta use your fingerprint to get in, and no kids come in, and you have all your nice stuff, and they can't come in.
but you have to think about it. If you're gonna enjoy in your nice room, the kids are not gonna let you enjoy.
Yeah,
They're gonna drive you crazy because they're bored.
yeah. When you're happy, the kids aren't happy.
Yeah. Sure.
You have to make them happy first.
Yeah, just like when we go buy clothes for them in the mall. First, you look for them. It's automatically them first. Listen, we live for the kids now.
Yeah, but when you were a kid, did you like clothes? Did you like getting clothes for holidays or for your birthday? Did you like a nice sweater? Or nice?
Yeah.
I did too. Nah, I get my kids and like, yo, where the games?
Mm-hmm.
Where's my cell phone?
You're in the middle age still. You're
Yeah.
not a child. You're not a toddler, and you're not a teenager.
Yeah.
You're in the middle. Wait,
Yeah.
watch and see.
Yeah.
Watch. Wait until they ask for the card, or maybe it may already be in their Apple Pay. They're not even going to ask you, and then all you're going to see, cling cling, on top of your phone, a charge. This, where they charge it from. Did you just do it? They do it on their own. But again, let us be healthy and working and making money so we can continue.
Right now, it's the season to be giving.
Yes.
And everyone, my son is in the Boy Scouts, and Nina helped donate to his fundraiser, and he told me to say thank you so much.
Oh, I forgot about it.
Yeah, I know. As
wow,
much
every
as
day they call me from someplace.
Yeah, exactly. But in life is a balance, right? As hard as we work, as much money as we make, we also have a certain amount that we donate to others, right? And for the holidays, if you're out there, please give somebody something to eat, buy somebody a slice of pizza. It doesn't have to be a lot of money, but just give a little bit. It'll make you feel good.
Yeah, they say that if you give, so there are two beliefs, at least in my religion. And then my religion have this type of people and different type of people. They each believe that if you give money, some of them say directly to the hand of those who are in need, it's a huge blessing for your income. Others believe you're not allowed to give the cash hand in hand. You have to put it down, and then they take it. I don't know, just superstitious. But point is, if you give it directly to someone in need, it's a huge blessing. And the money that you do make off of that, you need to deduct your taxes, more or less, 33%, let's say, and then deduct your costs, and whatever you have left, 10% of that, put aside, 10% at least. Mm-hmm. My book is full of the income, and you do, the 10%. It's very, very important. It's a huge sign of blessing that I encourage everyone to do, no matter what religion you are. Get it done and see some miracles.
Yes. Sometimes, especially if you're not in a good place, sometimes think, oh, it's only when you're on top. No, sometimes when you're going through something rough, help somebody else out, right? Because it'll take you out of your situation for a moment, and being a blessing to somebody else can also change the mood or change your circumstance as well.
100%.
Now, I'm not telling you to spend your rent or anything crazy. Like, if you don't got it, you don't got it. Another thing too, I believe time is more valuable than money. Sometimes if you're mentoring a kid or you're mentoring another person, like if you're helping someone out mentally as well as financially, like financially is not the only way you need to donate. You can donate with your time,
attention, advice, opinions, for sure.
Yes, you never know. Like sometimes words can really mean a lot to a person.
Yeah, or also if you invite someone over and give them food or give them your time in the house and you entertain and you bring someone in who doesn't have a place to go, that's also a huge one.
Yeah, and that's why Nina, almost every month, does something for our staff, for our group, and we appreciate her for it. It brings us together, whether we're selling houses, not selling houses, because in this business, you're going to go through some stuff, and it's good to get away, hang out, shoot some stuff. Like we were on top of the roof. Just where did we go to last? That rooftop. It was just phenomenal. It was a great experience.
Yeah, we actually went to 2 different places. Last time we always go. I love it. We need to go next week. We have 2 birthdays. So we're gonna go for the birthdays, and let's see. Yeah. Maybe we'll do the podcast from someplace else.
No, I'm not. No. We got kicked out one time.
Yeah.
You can't do that. There's some officer approach us, trying to take us take our equipment and everything. We had to run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
we do need a reality show. Some stuff is just wild.
It's
like, man, running down the street with a damn computer. Oh, man. Oy vey. This is, I can't believe we're at the end of the year, man. This year really just like, you blink an eye and it's just, wow, just we're going into the next year.
They say that the longer life goes, the faster it goes, meaning the time goes faster.
Yeah.
As you grow older. It's so true. You also look at the time. You look 9 a.m. Boom, 1.
Yep.
4, 10.
Yep.
Time flies. But time flies, and you're going to give us a little bit more time for a little break.
Yes.
So take a break, and we will see you soon.
All right, we'll be back shortly.
Yes, we sure will.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Chrissy, here to let you know that the Evening Rush Network now has an app. Yes, an app, you guys. So you can stay connected on the go and watch all your favorite podcast shows. You can download the app at Google Play Store or Apple iTunes. So spread the word. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, if you're looking to start a podcast and really don't know how, well, hit us up at the Evening Rush Network at gmail.com and inquire about time slots, pricings, and everything you may need to get started. We got you. Join the winning team, the Evening Rush Network. And also, download that app. What are you waiting for? Get to it.
Hi, welcome back. And this is the
Hey, welcome back to the
podcast.
Real Estate Podcast. Don't forget, we're going to be on 9 a.m. on the Evening Rush Network radio, fleetradionetwork.com. Don't forget to check us out. Also, feel free to call in 929-282-0266 if you want to talk about anything. Just give us a call. And if we can help out with your real estate needs, you can call us at 5 Borough Realty, 855-305-DEAL. Give us a call. You want to buy, sell, you need to rent a place, or have any questions with regards to real estate, please give us a call. And if you would like to be on the show and you have any stories you want to share or any experiences, give us a call. You can come on the show. We chop it up.
Yeah, always open for suggestions and to share people. Support small businesses.
Regardless.
So as we are speaking, I get a message that, again, someone is using my name and they are trying to pretend to be me. So they're emailing a bunch of people. So if you get an email from me, please ignore, or a text. Yeah.
Yeah, the scams are crazy. I keep getting your package, click this because your package is not being delivered. I'm like, I didn't order any package. What's going on? Crazy. Yeah, it's a scary time. So on the internet, you have to be very cautious.
Yep.
With who's calling you and what people are calling you about. It's just better not to take the call. And don't click on any links that anybody that you don't know sends you on WhatsApp or whatever. I keep getting all these weird messages. Hey, long time no see you. Click, block.
Oh, now there's a new thing. Hi, are you a realtor? And then I write yes. And they go, I have a client that wants to buy a house. And I don't know what they're trying to get. I think it's the amount of time that you give them. Real quick, I realized that it was fraud. But also same with social media. And then one more thing that I want to share, safety. There is a man in Brooklyn that is walking around with a piece of paper claiming that he has his phone located in your house as if you stole it. Hey, I'm here. My phone shows that the location in Google is in your house. He's trying to get through the door.
So he can rob you.
Just our luck, he fell on not literally, he got to a deputy's house and he almost got shot and he ran away. But it was later found that he's done it to quite a few people. So watch and don't open the door to nobody. Keep your house always locked and secured in the night, in the day, in the morning, in all times.
And be careful what you do when you go to banks. If you're making taking money from a bank, or just be careful. People are watching and looking to follow you and rob you if you take cash. Or unfortunately, this is the time that we live in where people who are desperate, and they know that people, one hand people are shopping, and on the other hand, you have people that want to take what you shop for.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're going to get funds, and just, it's unfortunate. So just keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
Let's
holiday inventory. Right?
Holiday inventory.
Tis the season. So I have a question for you. Right? And this is because of who you are. I know it's probably not going to be good. Would you like for your husband to surprise you with a house?
No. Actually, hold on. Before I say no, if it was up to me, all of New York would have been mine. Meaning, I love buying homes.
No.
But,
I get that.
Right.
But
personal house, absolutely not.
Where you have no say, where he saw it, bought it, and took you, close your eyes, open up, surprise, here's your new home.
Not even with a little flower surprise. Nothing.
Well, all right. So how about this? What if he took you to a lot of land and said, surprise, you get to develop your home? Would that be better? Because I think you would love that. If he got you a lot of land and you got to build what you wanted to live in.
Also, probably not. It's not.
Really?
It's very hard to build a house. I just finished it. Being that I've been through it, I don't know from beforehand. Maybe I would say yes, but because I've gone through it and I saw what it's like, no way. I don't think I would do it again. It's very hard.
But that would have been a better surprise, right?
No surprises, period, as for a personal home.
All right.
Why?
All right. No. So you threw buying personal homes, and it's just like, oh.
It's just no surprises. It's something you need to do together. Being that also, him being a builder, you need to do things together and ensure that, first of all, whatever you want to build is doable like you want to build it, and not according to what the building department wants you to build, because not all the time you want to build what you want to build. So it's not easy with surprises. No surprises.
And that's the thing that I have trouble when we see these videos, or when we hear people where you got married and you surprise your wife with a home. That's not, it's such a huge ticket item that
exactly
it could work. It did work for some folks, but that's a major risk you're taking, because a lot of couples want to have input on this type of situation, right?
Yeah.
That's what, because I'm not saying it's just a woman could do that too. She can buy the home and then surprise the man like that. And even though I don't know, I wouldn't care. I would just want my basement. That's it. So I wouldn't, I'm not, but that's just me. Some people want to have say.
Yes, for sure. Even if a woman doesn't know so much about real estate, like not being someone who comes from the business, I don't think they would appreciate a surprise in anything that comes to something that you're going to have for yourself. It needs to be something that you decide on together.
And I think like this is the thing, like I learned for me, when you're planning a wedding, it's the first time that you should really be coming together as husband and wife before you even get married. And it's how you're going to work together, buying a home, when you're raising kids, when you're looking for what schools they're going to go to, what camps they're going to go to, if you decide that, what religion, if you're going to go to church. Like, these are things that you come together and grow in a relationship, right?
100%.
Yeah. So is it a great time to buy a home during the holidays?
Is it a great time to buy a home? It's always a good time to buy a home.
Exactly.
It's always a good time to buy a home. Your value goes up with time. So if you don't buy, you don't have value.
Right.
So even more so, if you don't buy a home, you lose. So make sure that you buy a home, please.
And the thing is that, like, what's the first step in buying a home?
Budget.
Before you even budget. Like,
you're buying it with.
like before you even get to a budget, what kind of home do you want to live in? What kind of area do you want to be in? Like, these are conversations before you even get to the money, before you even get, like, what do you like? What does she like? Where are you going to meet in the middle? Like, a lot of times, yes, you're going to get to a budget. You're going to get to, but if she wants to live in a 1-story and you want to live in a 2-story, you can't even get to the budget yet. Like, you're not even in agreement on what style. So there's a lot of conversation to be had. And sometimes you can look at all types of houses just to get to the one you like and then figure out your budget. Am I right? Like, it's
yes,
just,
not only that, you can also buy and regret and then sell again.
Right.
Unfortunately, it happened to me.
Right.
But you never know until you know. Listen, everything happens for a reason. If you want to choose to believe that everything happens to a reason, that everything happens for a reason, and you really, spiritually believe that you should be at the right place in the right time, you'll work it out. And then you will see that this needed to happen.
Right.
So buying a house, and in case it's not the right one and you have to sell, so big deal. Thank God I didn't stay with the first house, because I needed to put it down completely and build one up. And then right at that time, Corona started, everything shut down. Imagine taking a hard money loan and wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not a good thing, not a fun thing.
Another non-fun thing is living in a home while it's being renovated.
Horrible.
Oh my God, it's the worst in the world. Like, when those people get out of your house, it's like, oh man. But to wake up every day and just try to figure out a place to eat with all the noise and the racket and all the material.
One time in one of the houses that my mom flipped, we bought it. And she did the work while we were in it. And then she sold it while we were in it before we moved again.
When we're going to have your mom on the show?
Oh, I wish. She's in Israel.
So what? She could call in.
Right now it's 2:00 in the morning. So
You're right. I would love to have her on the show.
But one time she was fixing the house and we had no sheetrock. We were down to the beams. Yeah, not to the beams, to the frame. And we had no ceiling. It was up to the beams and the bathroom was exposed. So what are you going to do? So they had to do the bathroom in like a day to close the sheetrock. And then at that time, they didn't fully finish it. So every time someone went, and then cooking in the middle of the house without, only plumbing connection.
Wow.
Only her. Back in the day, it was different.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff we've gone through, but yeah. But we live and we learn. So even if you have to move and do some renovations, it's not fun. But guess what? Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and eventually it's going to work to your benefit.
I feel like houses today are prettier than they were yesterday, but I feel like yesterday was so much easier to buy and sell.
Again, everything is in proportion time-wise too, because if it's more expensive for you to buy.
No, I'm not talking expense. I'm talking about the process was a little bit easier.
No, the same.
It was the same?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just that they monitor you a little bit more.
I felt like you could flip houses more back in the day than you could today. I feel like flipping today is just not ever gonna really be. Can it happen today?
Because things are more expensive. Things are more expensive. The material, the labor is more expensive. But again, everything is in proportion. Know your numbers. If the numbers are good enough, the market went up a little bit, so you can sell for a little bit more. So don't be afraid to do it. Of course not. No.
Yeah.
We still have a few deals that we're working on, and people are doing good. People are doing really.
Listen, give us a call, 855-305-DEAL. We got a deal for you. Just give us a call. If you want to sell your home, or if you want to know how much your home would sell for, we can help you out. Give us a call.
Yeah, we just had a free appraisal on a waterfront property. It was very hard to compare it, but we have ways, price per square footage and, sizes of homes, other homes that were sold that do not compare, but we go by the size. And after all, you get what you want. So don't give up. And if you're looking to moving in the winter, maybe it's less common, but definitely time to start planning ahead because people are moving a lot in the spring. In the spring, believe it or not,
It's more competitive.
and it's only 4 or 5 months away.
Mm.
So by the time you get to sell, by the time you get into a contract, 60-day closing, here you are in spring all over again.
Have you ever had a Christmas Eve closing?
I had a Thanksgiving closing. I did. I did. I think not last year, 2 years ago, we had a Thanksgiving. They were so excited. They were so excited. They wanted to do it. Yeah. I had to convince the attorneys and title to actually work. But we definitely got it done.
Yeah, that is the hard part, getting everybody to the table, even the people who are supposed to be working, because people want to be with their families.
Yeah, I definitely did. I'm sure I did Christmas too. I don't know. You know, in a few days, next week, it's gonna be 19 years of business of mine.
Wow, congratulations! Where's that in the chat? You don't even dig that up.
Thanks.
Wow, high five!
Thanks.
High five! Wow.
19 years.
So, what was your most memorable year out of the 19?
Believe it or not, the one thing that I'll never forget is how an appraisal reached out to one of my short sales and he got a gun pointed at his head. That I'll never forget. As I'm reaching, they didn't see me yet. They didn't acknowledge that I was a part of the house. I was walking down the street and I saw the house from far, not even that far, maybe 150 feet away. I can still see clear. I see the appraisal went like this from really far before I approached the, really close to the house. He walks up the steps. He goes like this. And I guess the guy knew he was coming. He opens the door. He steps out and he puts it right here.
To you?
No, to the appraisal. And I'm watching it as I'm walking towards the place. And I froze. I froze. I felt so bad for the appraisal.
So what happened?
Nothing. The appraisal walked away. It's really, really scary.
Listen.
And we had dogs come up to us. We had people run after us with what do you call it?
Knives?
No, it's a thing that okay, I'm gonna shut up. With some type of weapon.
What?
Pretty scary. He ran after the appraisal almost a full block. Okay. Like some type of cutter. I don't know what that was.
I had somebody threaten me, said, if you ever come back here, I'll kill you. I was just like, I want to come back to this shitty house. Like, I want to come back here. It's like, your house is disgusting.
Yeah.
But
squatters that don't want to give back.
No, they were being evicted. The banks were kicking them out. So, and the house had to be appraised. But it is what it is. People want to be mad at everyone else, but the man in the mirror, Yeah. So yeah, it's an ugly business, unfortunately. It's a very, recently I went to this house and they had a whole family living there, and I was taking pictures of all the damages. There was a lot of pictures, and this girl, what's he doing in JoJo's room? JoJo's in the room by himself, and he's there. And I was just like, do you see all the mold in JoJo's room? And you think I'm the problem? It was I felt so bad. I said, how do people live like this? The shower was yellow. They had like it looked like they were showering on rotten cheese. It's disgusting. And then you go into the backyard and they got Range Rovers, brand new.
Oh wow!
But you're showering on rotten cheese, like it's disgusting. Like, and if the white bar of soap was white and green, it was like, man, it's like, how do people? And that's the hardest part is you see beautiful homes, but then you go into these homes and then you see these kids, you see a little JoJo, and like I'm wearing a mask, and the whole family should have been wearing masks. Like, they should have just like leave. And I know they're living there free, but they're paying a price with their bodies for being in that disgusting home. JoJo probably gonna have asthma for his whole life because he's in that home and it's disgusting. But he gets to ride in a Range Rover to school, right? I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Wow.
I can't share these pictures. I can just tell the story. I just pray. And it is just, I just do it and I move on. But I laugh because I'm in a room alone with JoJo, and I wasn't. JoJo wasn't even in his room. There must have been some beef with the mom and the kids, and the kids probably know they're gonna get evicted or whatever or get out. And
it's so sad though to have kids. Yeah. Like, I'm not judging, and of course you can never put yourself in someone else's shoes, but why bring yourself to this position if you already know you can't, deal with the situation as an adult? When you have with kids, make a change. Try to do something soon enough before getting to a worse position.
Yeah.
You should have woken up much earlier than what you are.
But when you're living for free, it's very challenging to go back and pay any rent, unfortunately. And so you can buy a Range Rover and just live in garbage and trash. And it was just, I had a mask on. I don't know what the house smelled like. And I could only imagine.
Yesterday, I also went to a house like that. Piles, mountains of dirty laundry on the floor, and the kids are naked almost, and it's freezing outside, mind you. The inside of the house is not all that either, but the way it's not normal.
That and then also what you see too is people that got clutter, where they just have like the whole entire, like they never threw anything out. And you can barely walk through the house. And then these people are very mad because they don't want you in the house. But because the bank has to do what they have to do, they got to let you in the house. And it's just like, man, I feel bad. I'm like, how do people live like this? Like one oven was like a bookcase. Like it was like the oven was storage. It was like, I was just like, oh God, get me out of this, man.
Whoa. No, it's very sad.
If I could share the pictures of the stuff that I see, it would just be so damn. And the worst part is we could play a game. Does somebody live here or they don't? And you'd be surprised because people live with them just like where I went to this one house, this woman had a hole in her bedroom ceiling. I went to her house 3 times because she was ruining deals left and right. And that hole in her ceiling, and she lived in this home. And that whole, I'm like, yo, I've been in the winter time when the snow, you see the snow on her bed, I just said, how do people live like this? And you know what? I gotta find out if she lost, because I'm pretty sure she lost that home. But she was trying her best to swindle people to get money for the home. And in the end, she got no money. And she dealt with a lot of people we know, a lot of sharks, when I say sharks, I mean professionals that really would have gotten her out of the situation, but she was greedy. And she knew how to manipulate the game to stay in the house, but as time goes on, I'm pretty sure she walked away with nothing.
So being that it's the holiday season, okay?
Yeah.
Whether people are in bad position or in good position, it doesn't necessarily mean that they don't sell. People that need to sell would like to do swaps, to buy something better, to move, go down south or up north. A lot of people make moves, especially when it's the holidays. Because I'm going to use myself as an example. I felt like being in a home, going to purchase a home in a holiday weekend was special. So just because it's holidays doesn't mean that it's slower or things are stopping or slowing down. No, absolutely not. People use that as advantage. They love the fact of the season, of the timing. They like to, like I said, make decisions together and look for what they looking for, like homes, and then remembering, hey, I found that house. Like me, I'll never forget that I got my house in Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
I was the only one that went to the open house, but it's fun. It's a memory,
right? Because the holidays are less competitive.
That too,
because people are doing Black Friday, and Black Friday they're not really shopping for homes, they're shopping for stuff. Cyber Monday, the same thing. So you can go to, I was at an open house, I saw somebody open a house near my sister's. I was like, wow. And that was Thanksgiving. And you could be that one, go, and you can close. But then when you go in the spring, you see open houses, you see like 40, 50 people, and you're in a bidding war, right? You just so competitive. So, and it works for both, because sometimes you're selling a home, you want to sell right away. You want to just, ooh, get it done. Christmas, you're walking away with a check.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you are looking for homes, this is definitely the time. Don't slow down. And even if you're busy, don't slow down, because even though the single family homes have gone down just a little bit, there is still no inventory. And if you found a house that you like, go for it. Don't
That's
wait,
right.
because it's going to fly out the door. Again, people think that if the rates are a little bit higher than what they are normally, that they should look at everything. And, I call them walking kings. Okay, we are buyers and we're the ones that are going to pay the mortgage and insurance and taxes, and we should get the best. But not all the time you need to wait, because time is a killer when it comes to real estate. Whether you want to purchase or sell, time is a killer. So if you found something, definitely go for it. Do not think twice, even if it's an investment opportunity. If your money will make you money on that home and you did all the homework, I don't think you should listen to friends either, because sometimes, not everyone wants to your best benefit. They say 20% don't care and 80% are jealous.
Right. And buying real estate starts with a conversation, whether it's with your loved one, with your family, with an agent, broker, starts with a conversation. And at no point in a conversation, it should be, I can't, or what happened.
Yeah.
The conversation should be constructed on how we can make it happen.
Yeah. Cash
Period.
flow. Cash flow. Make yourself a
Yes.
cash flow. We need to make money, you guys.
Exactly.
We need to make money.
And I believe in the laws of attraction.
Yes.
Right. And when you're attracting what you want, you don't talk about what you don't want or what you don't have.
Yes.
Right. It starts with the will, and the will of what you want. Period.
Yeah. So make yourself a plan. Make sure that you make money. Make sure that you put yourself in a position when tomorrow you don't want to work your 9 to 5, you're going to have money.
Yeah.
Put yourself in a position where you need to buy a 2-family house for almost market value. As long as you put a little bit in your pocket every month, your value goes higher. Tomorrow you want to refinance, pull money out and make money with the money. Do that. Don't be afraid.
Yes, we have open houses coming up, right?
A bunch of them. Yeah.
Bunch of them. Come to our open houses. Come view some properties. Bring your family. Bring your loved one. Start looking at some houses, looking at some homes, seeing what's out there, and get ready to buy.
I heard that after New Year's, the voucher numbers are going to go higher again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're going to go higher. The amounts are going to jump up again. So if one bedroom was $2,380, it's probably going to go up to like $2,425. Wow. $2,430 maybe, something like that. But it's definitely a huge plus. Imagine buying a house for $700,000, okay? And you rent the bottom floor, and you live on the top floor. You have a free empty basement. You can also rent the basement as a storage unit. You can rent the basement as a bike room. You can rent the basement as a, I don't know what, recreational.
Not only that, if you got a driveway and you don't use it, you could also rent that out to someone to park their car, and that is a great thing. And because parking is tough.
Yeah. Also, storage outside. Also,
yeah.
Backyard. You charge extra for laundry, storage, parking, and what is the fourth one?
That's the new thing now too, to have a laundromat in buildings to and charge people to use the laundromat. That's a new.
Yeah, of course. In the 26 million listing that we have, they are paying their water bill yearly just off of the quarters in the basement. Wow. How cool!
That is real cool. Real cool.
People come in with small pocket change to do their laundry. It's not that expensive, and that entire 143 unit building is paying off their DB.
Wow.
So cool. Yeah, so cool. You can't do it in small houses, but in big buildings you could. But even in a 3-family house, you can put some in your basement.
For the laundry room. Yeah.
Get them to pay. Why not? I mean, they're tenants after all. It's better there than to go outside and do the laundry.
Or you put it in their rent. Like, hey, you're paying this, but it comes with
that.
You do your laundry in the basement. You have access.
Yeah. It's not so common to have your tenants pay your water. We have our, different landlords that are deciding whether to do that. But, taxes, maintenance, and water is supposed to be paid by the landlord, but sometimes the tenants do. But if you really want to be fair, you charge them and not include it in the rent.
Okay.
So they have the choice whether to go downstairs and do the laundry or to go outside and do the laundry. But rest assured that they're going to do it downstairs because it's closer.
Yep. Easier.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, folks, we hope you had enjoyed our show. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, we really had a good time. We always look forward to come here and speak to you. We always get good feedback after we finish
And it's
talking.
the holiday season.
It is the holiday season. Next week is what? The December 7th.
Yeah.
December 7th is the Pearl Harbor Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Since I seen the movie years ago, it doesn't leave my mind.
Stuck in your mind, right?
It's insane. Yeah.
Well, anyway, have a great night. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
God bless and good night.
Thank you. Bye.